Hello everybody. Well, presentation of the 2 months ago, my manager, market manager, said to me, Daniel, you're going to be a TED Talk 2 months. I was sitting in front of my computer and really like this. Perfect. A few seconds later, and Pedro, you're going to speak English. Then he said, what? TED Talk? English? Yeah, you need to speak English very well. That's how we speak. No, he said, no, you're going to be, you have to send out a message. And he said, I am the creator of the news magazine, editor, owner. And this is an idea that I had for almost 10 years. There is a myth in Sweden we said that good news doesn't sell, nobody wants to buy good news. And that's been around for almost 30 years in Sweden. Last week, I had a conversation on the phone with one of the leaders in Sweden when it comes to media, CEO from one of the largest companies when it comes to media, and he said this to me, Daniel, for almost 30 years, we've been saying that this is impossible. And then you come from the business, I was working internationally before, and slap us in the face. Because what you did is, it's not about selling good news, it's about how you present them and what people want to read. I will come back to that. What I want to start to say is that I do not want to change the world. Sometimes people say that you want to change the world. I know there is a person who wrote a book, I want to change the world. I don't want to change the world at all. And this is a lesson I learned 1 year ago. My son, 6 years old now, Leon, we were having breakfast one morning, and he asked me a question about the news magazine. And I explained, I said, well, I want to do this because I want to change the world. I said, wait there. If you change something, that means that you will change the good things to the bad and the bad things to the good. 6 years old, right? They act that way. And I was thinking, I need to rethink. And his little brother is on the cover of the magazine, Nova. He said, yes, Dad, what do you mean about this? You're going to make everything wrong. So Leo said, Dad, I think that what you want to do is make the world a better place. And it's a big difference between wanting to change the world and wanting to make it a better place. I want to make the world a better place. What I want to say to you is that I'm not religious. I have no politics agenda. I'm not a life coach. I'm not, was it capitalist or socialist? So please, 18 minutes, don't put me in a box. What I am, in that way, I'm a father, 2 sons, and with that comes obligations, responsibility. Not only how I am to them, but also how I am to the world they're going to grow up, to their sons and daughters, hopefully. Depends on what they do with their life. I am husband, married to a beautiful woman, Italian beautiful woman. Sexy, of course, I have to say. I'm Latin, my blood. I came to Sweden in the beginning of the 80s as a refugee. And I will talk about optimism and believe in the future, why I think it's so important, but I have to tell you a little bit about my background, and especially my childhood. Came as a refugee. I'm born in 72. I know that a lot of you thought I was 25 years old, tall and handsome, but I'm not. I'm 40 years old, short, old. And my son says, old man to me, and I didn't want to ask him why he says it, because I know the answer. I said, old man, Noah, took some water to the old man. And I was looking over my shoulder and I said, where is that old man? Because she's almost 2 years ago, and I realized I'm the old man you're talking about. Because I waited home. I came with my family at the beginning of the 80s as a refugee to South America. My first 12 years in life, I spent living in 4 different countries, in churches, in the jungle, as a refugee camps in South America, in Paraguay, in Brazil. The first time I was drunk, I was 5 years old. My father and his friend wanted to test how whiskey would affect a 5-year-old boy. I've been, the only time in my life I've trained martial arts, and I've been knocked once in my life. My father, when I was 5 years, trying to protect my sister, but he and my mother were hit and hurt. The first 10 years of my life was extremely violent. I've seen animals being killed for not having a cow, if it having enough milk, a dog if it barked too much. And that's how I grew up until I came to Sweden. When I was 12 around, I left home. And when I was 17, I got my own apartment in Västerås. It was my father's apartment. He committed suicide 2 weeks before. And somewhere there, my lifestyle started to change. Inside. Fear and hate was with me almost 20 years. But also one thing, believe in the future. Believe that I can make, if I only survive this, if I only stand tall, someday it will come back to something good. And this is a message I have because today there are millions of children in the world having problems in their home with their parents, and also grown-ups. What we see in society today, especially in media, is how bad the world is, how bad the humans are. This is a message we send out. When these kids leave the door, goes out to find some security, to find some love, to find some kind, something to hold on. People also say, hey, listen, you know that humans are bad. You know that we're killing each other. You know that it's May 2012, May calendar, right? We're going down this year. Last year, there was an American said we were going down last year. This is a message. There was some now. 2 seconds. Sasa. Merci. 18 minutes no more. This is a message then. And when I got my own apartment, I stayed for almost 9 years. 95, I was working in the fashion industry. And I was sitting in a meeting once. And I started to think, when I grow old, if I look back on my life, what have I done? Have I done something that I can be proud about? That I can say, well, I did something for others, animals, children, humans. So in 95 I decided, no, I have to do something. I cannot be working in the fashion industry because it doesn't give me any value, at least not in the heart. So what I decided was, I need to go back to school and become a doctor, whatever. And somehow it went from becoming a doctor to becoming a stockbroker, because there's so much value in being a stockbroker. I don't know, something happened in my head. As after I said, well then you have to go to School of Economics in Stockholm. But it's impossible because you've never been to school. And that was right. School for me was sitting in the back, looking out from a window when I was at school. The teacher that had never called my parents because he knew we won't talk to your parents. But I said, well, if you take you under the School of Economics in Stockholm, they said, well, it's impossible. You have no point, you have to do everything again, and the people who go there have their incredible talent and want. But I had this idea, and I was thinking, well, I have my driver's license. It's a silent word. And I guess there must be somewhere in School of Economics, some guy or girl who also has driver's license. It means that we have something in common. If they have driver's license, and I have, it means, well, I'm clever too. So I started studying. 3 years later, I entered School of Economics in Stockholm. This was in 98, 99. And I was living in Västerås and traveling to Stockholm every day. Still with the goal to become a stockbroker. Still don't know why, but it was probably to one day have a family and to have this financial, because we came without anything. I have one picture from my childhood, maybe 2 pictures from my childhood, nothing else, except in my head. No memory, we had nothing with it. So, 99, I started on my train every day, and it was because I had entered the School of Economics, my confidence was a little bit higher than before. Actually, I proved something. Everybody said it's impossible, you can do it, don't even try, do something else. And I started to listen to people and to see people, especially on the subway in Stockholm. And what I saw was some were afraid, no faith. Wherever I talk to, the world is going on. Especially Monday morning on the train is impossible to because you don't want to sleep or complain about how the world is. And there I'm sitting with my background, thinking that life isn't so. The world, there's beautiful places over there, beautiful humans in. We only have to start to see each other. And I started to realize that I need to do something about this. I need to make a contribution to make a person, just 1 second or 10 seconds of that person's day, to make a difference, make them smile. Well, I'm not a funny guy, so jokes without a question. And what I saw was that everybody was reading. Not because they want to read, mostly because they don't want to meet someone on the other side. Metro, Sydney, whatever they have. And the news they were reading was rape, misery, all the bad things happening in the world. That's what some guy killed in a foreign country, in a foreign city you never heard of, but it's important for us to know that it happened. So I came home and I said to my wife, hey, listen, I have it. I'm going to start a magazine, a good news magazine, with only good news, only positive things, and try to inspire people. This was 99. 2010, October 2010, we had the first edition up in the stores. 1 year after that, I got a job as a stockbroker at Handelsbanken in Stockholm. And I was, until the same day the magazine came up to the market, I was working in financial systems. My co-workers, our clients, everybody knew, said, Danny, you're in the wrong place. And I was thinking, maybe not. Maybe there needs to be someone like me at this place. Because I'm trying to find the right place, just because I am one person who is helping the other ones. If I'm strong enough, maybe I should stay where I don't fit in and see how long I can keep this. And see if maybe I can help somebody else. With the magazine, we do that. I got a question if will you write about the oil industry or the financial system. I said, well, everywhere, in all business, in every company, in every organization, there are people trying to make a difference, trying to change how they act, how they behave. If no one listens to them, if no one helps them, they give up. And the systems go on. And we said when it comes to the magazine and some of the articles, people ask, who do you write about? People who want to break down the system because they hate it. So no, you write about people who want to break down because they love life. And that's different. But when you love life, you show people respect. You cannot change anything without showing people respect, without showing people compassion, without trying to understand what the other person means. When you try to understand them, you understand yourself, and maybe then, only then, they will try to listen to you. But we live in a world today that we don't listen to each other. I have a message. If I yell high enough, maybe, if I'm tall enough, well said that you don't have to be the tallest to be seen, or shout out the loudest to be heard. But you have to show respect to the person you're talking about and compassion about what you're talking about. And if you do that, it's enough with wisdom. So what I try to do with this magazine today is to send out a message that people, there isn't any research in the world today that shows that we don't want to read about the good things that are happening about role models, everyday heroes. None. But still, probably all of you have heard that nobody wants to fight good news. Isn't it strange? The message we send out, who told us this? It's like saying, well, there's only one ice cream you can buy. And if you all buy that ice cream, it means that you want that ice cream. But it's the only one. You have no choice. Nobody ever before has really tried to have a magazine or a newspaper. We think in the way that instead of saying, yes, there are a lot of solutions in the world, but look at all the problems. And we say different. We say, yes, there are a lot of problems in the world, huge, and we need to hurry. But look at all the solutions. And start to focus. Innovation is really about trying to see the solutions, trying to look behind all the problems. If someone said, it's impossible, we tried last week, we tried last year, we tried 10 years ago. Yes, you did. Let me try. And we say, well, let me help you. This is my experience. But important is how we today in society, how we act, and the message we send out to children, the ones that have all the future in front of them. What we want to tell them about their future. Is it worth fighting for? Because this is what we read every day. Isn't it worth saying, yes, we have a lot of problems, but there are so much more solutions to every problem. And there are people every day, like you say, Stassen is Ronald, there are people every day trying to make a difference. Not only them, for us all. And those people we should highlight. And that's what we try to do with the magazine. About this, the good news, as I said, we have today 3,000 subscribers. If everything goes right, we will have probably by the end of June around 50,000 subscribers. We have 3 of the largest companies in Sweden today who wants to collaborate and buy subscription of their employments. We have the largest Facebook group from a Swedish magazine, almost 24,000 people. We have sold around 50,000 editions. And it seems to me that people want to read about the good things that happen. I may be blind. But I know one thing. In the end, it really is not important if people want it or not. We need to have it. Because it's the only things that can be bought, that can be sold, that is important to have in society. Sometimes we need a little bit more, even if we just at that moment don't understand it. All right. That was my 18 minutes of fame. I hope the message came out to you, especially if I don't speak English very well. So thanks you all for coming here.